Today we're going to talk about why alignment between investors and fund managers matters, and why it's probably the most important, the most important trait to have for a successful relationship. Listen to the daily parallel brief. We put out these type of financial investment topic videos every weekday, 2 to 3 quick minutes, and we talk about topics that relate to the fund that we manage. Not investment advice, not financial advice by any means. So go find some smarter folks there if you want that type of advice. Not qualified. Big disclaimer. Big disclaimer there. So let's talk about why alignment matters between investors and managers, and why that I think is the biggest thing to make sure is there in place for a successful investor LP GP relationship. And we've had several videos that we put out the past few days. If you want to go back and look at it, like why fund managers should have investments in their own fund. We talk about why investors or LPs want to know how much and where investors are investing their own, or where managers are investing their own funds. And it all comes down to alignment. I think alignment's the number one reason for a successful relationship, or if something's misaligned, there's going to be some misplaced expectations and feelings there. So alignment between LPs and GPs. And the way you do that is, number one, you set up a structure where it's a win-win for everyone. That's why our hard money lending fund is called Parallel. We want to be parallel. We want to be winning with the people we lend the capital to, with ourselves, and then with the investors, LPs that provide the capital into the fund. We want everything to be parallel together. So I think we named the business Parallel based off us wanting to be aligned with every partner involved. So that's the way you do that is by setting up the structure, by setting up whatever you think is the right structure for the preferred return, the waterfall structure that happens after that, where there's always upside for everyone involved. If you cap it for investors, say if you only do X% or whatever it may be, if investors feel there's some cap, and every fund has different structures and ways to do it and different reasonings, right? But if they feel capped for whatever reason, then there may be some misalignment there. Even if there's no true misalignment, they may feel some sort of way. Or if you have a position or a situation where, man, it's the GPs, people working, don't feel it's a fair structure, then they may not feel enticed to maximize the ability. And if they don't maximize their ability to earn more money, then investors' capital isn't going to be optimized as it potentially could be. So you have to have a structure set in place. That's number one. The structure has to be set in place where everyone can always win, where everyone knows what's going on, where if GPs win, then LPs win, where a win happens for everyone. It's not just a GP winning or an LP winning. If a GP is doing ton of fees for no reason, LPs aren't going to like that. It's going to feel misaligned. If GPs have a structure set up in place where everyone can grasp their hands around the reasoning why, and they can see the upside, they can see the potential of everyone winning at the end of the road, then they're going to feel comfortable in the GPs, and they're going to let the GPs do that. And so that leads to point number 2. Alignment leads to trust. When trust is there, then I think there can be opportunities can be maximized if trust is there, and it all starts with alignment. So investors GPs having skin in the game, GPs having clear communication, that leads to good alignment, and it all starts on a good structure that investors or LPs and GPs all feel fair about. And again, every fund is different. They have different structures, the different investor avatars, they have different people that they lend to. So everything is going to be different. But for our fund, what we do, we try to make sure that if we win, LPs win, they're protected, we're protected, everyone's protected as much as possible, and everyone has potential upside to enjoy the proceeds of what happens with what comes with running a good business. Again, not financial advice, not investment advice by any means, just topics we get on a day-to-day basis when running this hard money lending fund. Again, not advice and not investment or financial advice by any means here. So if you like this type of financial investment topics, please consider liking, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. It does help us grow. I don't know if we're growing or not, but we are trying to put some healthy, valuable topics out on a weekday basis. As always, thanks for watching. Comments below if you have any questions. We'll see you next time. Peace.